Okay, we're live, so I don't know.
All right, yeah, we should be live. No one's joined us yet, though.
Okay.
Oh, Bizarre did. Cyborg Mama did.
Hell yeah, look at these two. You guys are here right away. Cool. I forgot what I was talking about. What in the heck was I talking about? You guys. So we were like in the middle of talking, and Bob's like, oh shit, our stream ended. And I was like, I thought he meant the coach stream ended. Somehow, when maybe because there were 3 of us in the room, that could absolutely be.
Yeah, you'll have to get that link again, too, because I do not have it.
I have it.
Okay.
It says there's 392 people watching their stream. That is freaking not even
That's
doing
nothing.
anything.
Okay, so I don't feel so bad that we ended the stream by accident.
No, like nothing. It's so weird. I'll show you. Look. Oh. Did it go?
Yeah, this portion is closed.
Rock Chalk's back.
Good.
Right. So what Rock Chalk had sent me is apparently sometime. Where is that going to take place, Rock? Are you doing streams from all in the same place? They did something like that at the gathering, and we were too late for that event, I guess, or maybe we should have signed up for it, or I'm not sure. Remember that? The one that Humble was going to do, and then
The podcaster thingy?
Yeah, it was like a podcast event.
Yeah, you basically had to get a hold of Rob and sign up for it, and then something to that effect. I kind of remember like hearing about it and reading it, but I knew like we're not podcasters really. But
Okay. Anyway, hold on one second. What's up, Silver? It's good to see you. It says he's at work in an area with bad internet, but he'll try to watch. You just got to listen, actually, because it's going to be a you're not going to be able to see me. Bob might pop on and smile at you guys. If you guys really want him to, you should stay it in the chat. Boots is here. Hell yeah. So Boots, I don't know if you know, but this portion of the hearing is closed, and it's actually been closed for probably 20 minutes. So I'm thinking it's going to be soon. I have to go. Hey, do you have anything you can play real quick? I have to go grab a phone charger real quick.
Yeah. I mean, I'll see what I got here.
Okay. Or I can put this thing in my phone and charge it with that weird thing.
I could play Wakanda's thing.
Yep. I guess if you're lucky enough to be in here, you guys will see this preview for our video real quick. I'm gonna grab the charger.
I can play some behind the scenes of Violent J. Tell me what you guys want to see. Some behind the scenes of Violent J.
Violent J.
Even
Wicked.
One yes. That's all I need. One yes.
Who said yes?
Nobody yet.
Oh,
Nobody
Bizarre,
yet.
come on.
I see a J. I guess that's a yay and a yes. All right.
I just got back. I had to change for next week's. The next taping, it's supposed to be for next week.
Let's go, baby.
We got Kerry Morton up next.
Okay.
That's Kerry Morton. He's a son of Terry Morton, famous wrestler.
He's a hero in his own right. A legend. So many legends in the JCW.
And that was Memphis Wrestling. Memphis Wrestling is a really well-known organization too. They've been around forever, probably as long as we've been alive, like at least that long. I think I could be wrong, but could be longer, honestly. But they
Did you
were
show
there.
Your face, Bob?
Yeah, for a second I did.
Oh, okay. Because Boots is
Why?
saying it was good to see you.
Yeah, I showed my mug for a minute.
So yeah, I don't know. Any other opinions about Brian Kohberger? What did Rock say? anything you want. Silver, trash, no, but going to the next one, I hope. Oh man, I'm missing all the good conversation in the chat. Scavenger hunt crime is on. Several creators. Well, that's cool, Rock, but as you know, like, which creators? As you know, there are people that we don't associate with because of negativity. So maybe it would be fun to beat them at something, but I feel like I might already have. Let's see. Nothing yet? Like how long? Boots, do you know how long they can delay this? Boots is pretty versed in courtroom proceedings, so that's why I'm wondering.
I might not be able to hear you if you're talking to me. So.
Oh, okay. Is there any way you could replay that Danky thing? I don't think that everybody got to see it because there was so much on the screen. I'm gonna take the banner off real quick.
Yeah, take the banner off.
Yes, this is Danky the Clown, and if you're not subbed up to him, please do so. It's got a lot of...
Oopsie daisy. Looks like we may have run into a small technical difficulty. Don't worry. Strange Suspicion will be right back, baby. Oh!
Yeah, that's Danky. A lot of you guys know about him. We've had a few creators send us videos to play during live streams, and Danky was the first. So if you like 420 comedy and you like clowns, obviously you like clowns because you're here. Danky is a different kind of clown. He's actually from Colorado. He's very funny and he's a very nice person. So we would recommend you subbing up to Danky the Clown because you will enjoy that. Let's see. There's another creator that I recently got into, but I will probably share him sometime when I find the right short. And it's not true crime, and it's not anything that we do. It's just shorts that I find interesting. This is bad. Like, I totally could have had makeup on, you guys. I can't put the contacts in, though, because I only have one contact. DNA suppression hearing. Okay, well, then it must be worth the wait. Because that's the biggest part of the case, right? That's the only reason. I believe, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, you guys, but I believe that the really only evidence that they're holding on to, like the most, would be the DNA. And the DNA is, I believe, Brian's father's match. So I wonder why they at no point held his father. I did not, Boots. We caught like a few minutes of it this morning when Cyborg sent me the link to it because we were working on a huge project that you guys will probably know about sometime this weekend. We will be doing another live this weekend. And I believe that's when we're probably going to spill the beans. All IGG will be suppressed from the public as of now. So, okay. My question is, though, if the hearing today was public, why are we not seeing anything now? It's like been I think it was about close to an hour ago that I think everybody in here was in the other stream, but let's see.
Is this the one? It's just going to be the closed, or is there going to be anything from this? Do you know?
That's what I was just saying. I'm saying, like, if it's open to the public, I wonder why they didn't update that time. Let me see.
Yeah, that's weird. Well, we can hang out, right?
Hearing. Right, everybody came to hang out. Let's see. Part of today's Kohberger hearing to be closed to the public. Out of concern. Let's see. I'll present this real quick. so everybody has something to look at. You guys want to look at this? Let's see. Okay. Judge denies motion to unseal Kohberger DNA evidence. When is this from? January 23rd. Can you see that or no? Okay, I'll make it big.
I removed the thing. It was in the way, but.
Oh, okay. It says Hippler made his decision Wednesday, so that's yesterday, right? The DNA evidence will be discussed during today's hearing in Ada County. Kohberger's attorneys wanted to be DNA information to be unsealed and for the hearing to be public. Okay. They also argued in written motions that this will provide more information to the public instead of the guilt narrative. She also said because of the importance of DNA evidence in this case, it serves the public's interest to see if law enforcement acted lawfully when gathering that evidence. She called it a critical stage in the case. So yeah, that's what this is. So this would be for the DNA evidence. So they're going to leave us unbiased and not show us that portion of the hearing, if I am understanding correctly, right? Chopped liver. I keep seeing that name. Oh, I'm sorry, Cyborg. It ran really late before. Is that what you're talking about?
The
Okay.
court did.
Yeah, I was reading what Rock was saying. I try to keep up with the chat, you guys, but I'm like sitting at a desktop that doesn't belong to me. So I'm trying to navigate everything.
You should present that screen again too, if you can. For the
Okay,
court.
no problem. Just so we can know. Yeah, just 1 second. I gotta make it. Oh, it is big. Okay.
Freaking like he was. Oops, sorry.
Was that? Oh, was that the projects in the background? Okay, so yeah, we're still waiting, you guys. Let's count up our guilties and not guilties in the chat. Okay, so if you think Brian is guilty at this point with what you know so far in this case, please put the number 1 in chat. And if not, put 2. Not guilty, 2. Guilty, put a 1. I'm going to put a 0 because I am a good YouTube creator for true crime and I'm not going to go on either side. But if you think he's not guilty, did I say that right? Guilty 1, not guilty 2. Don Chaos, nice to see you. We're waiting to watch a court hearing, but the court, I don't know if you've seen our true crime stuff, Don, but we do follow a case. Good job, Bazaar. We do follow a case out of Idaho. I don't know if you've heard about it in Colorado, but it's the Idaho 4 case, and it has to do with a man named Brian Kohberger, who they believe killed 4 college students a couple years back in a city called Moscow, Idaho. Cyborg is saying 1. Joe Mama is saying 2. Rock is saying 3. Oops, 2. 1 is guilty, not guilty is 2. Oh, you love true crime, Don? Oh, wow. This is a case we've been following for like almost 2 years, right? Or is it 2 years already?
Yeah,
it's just
been like
interesting, Don, because they're saying one guy killed 4 people all on his own and there's no accomplices or anything like that. And there's like conflicting time frames and stuff. That's cool. So I wonder how long they're going to make us wait like this. It is still snowing outside. I cannot believe that. Cyborg, I know it's not snowing by you. I assume. Don, you probably got snow. Chopped liver, I don't know what state you're in. You might have snow. But we have, this morning when we woke up, the snow was pretty bad. It was like, I was driving around just like not even a mile away to get some coffee cream, and I was slipping all over the place. Oh, you estimate an hour? Okay, because when we started the stream, it was 10:45 here, and now it's 11:42. So we must be getting pretty close to this. And I wish they would have just announced the time that it would have went public, but I guess it's hard to estimate when they're going to be in that point. So maybe they just did it like that because that way nobody would miss anything. From what I understand, this judge wants to be very, very transparent. So that's a good sign, because I noticed in Moscow, Idaho, they were kind of sloppy with the whole thing, and they were prioritizing like sports games and stuff over the trial, which I thought was pretty sad. Oh, chopped liver. Don is also in Colorado, so he might know. That's very cool, Don. I went to school for psychology and a few other things. I have 4 college degrees. Pretty cool, huh? Well, we have nonstop fires here. Yeah, Boots, how are you doing, actually? I don't know if you were in that part of where everything was going on, but hopefully anybody that you're friends with who's down there is okay and safe. It's pretty crazy, that fire. Those fires, I should say. Obviously more than one fire. Oh, you're not far from Danky? Or are you saying Dabkey? Maybe you are saying Danky. Okay. So you're by La Quinta, or I think that's what it's called. Something like that. Danky's awesome, though. You're okay so far, but you had family and friends that had to evacuate. Wow. Yeah, I saw a lot of those videos, and they were very, very scary. And I can't imagine what it would feel like to have a few minutes to grab whatever you needed to grab. But I mean, it's a humbling experience, and to be so vulnerable like that teaches you a lot of lessons about life, about like things that you value and things that can't be bought and can't be taken out of the house really fast. You know what I mean? It's not all about possessions. It's really about the memories. And sadly, some people, their children took their first steps, said their first words. All kinds of memories were erased in that house. But honestly, the memories live in your heart. So it is sad, but not everything is gone. I knew your son started 2 days ago. You're San Diego. Wow. Yeah. I used to live near San Diego when I was a child, and we moved to Northern California, but Southern California is very well known for those fires every single year, but not as bad as this. I believe last year there was a really bad one too. Same area. Seems like that state's got a lot of natural disasters happening. There are rare minerals and raw crude oil right where the fires are. Oh, I didn't know that. I know there's a conspiracy theory about the farmland that Bill Gates has bought up in California. It is like almost a exact replica of a map where the fires were, the farmland that he bought up. I'm not sure what he's planning on doing with that, but I guess Bill Gates is buying a lot of property in California, a lot of land property. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of arson stories, actually, and I've seen a lot of strange videos. We haven't really touched on that on the channel because I don't know I mean, I do know how to approach it with sensitivity, but I don't want to upset anybody by saying certain things. So we haven't really touched on that aspect of the fires, but I know there are a lot of conspiracy theories, not only for people who, make content out of conspiracy theories, but also from the people who live there about things like the water, the reservoirs that were full were emptied very recently, right before the fires, which would have helped. And also turning the utilities off probably helped them in the long run because of electricity and fires, but the water needed to be turned on. So I felt that was really weird hearing that firefighters were going up there and trying to get hydrants to give them water and they were getting nothing. I think it's really sad. I can't imagine like being responsible for putting out a fire and not being able to and watching something burn in front of you. Had to be really tragic, not only for the people who lost their homes, but for the firefighters as well. Uh-oh. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it has to do with batteries for electric cars, but I respect your opinion. I actually drive an electric car, so not very often because it's old and because you got to charge it all the time, but I do have an electric car. I will tell you this though, I didn't know any of the things that I know since I've had an electric car, and I will be getting a gas car pretty soon because electric cars don't have a very big lifespan. Don's great uncle is a retired firefighter. Thank him for his service. Yeah, I don't know what is going on, you guys, with this trial, but I guess we're just going to have to hang out and wait. Have a safe drive, Choff Liver. All the way to Denver. Be careful. Oh, for huge batteries, not for electric cars? Okay. Cyborg saying that they have plenty of water in California. It's a plumbing system. The plumbing system was never designed to put out more than 1 or 2 houses. It's just crazy that with the property values of all those houses that were burned, that there was nothing put in place. Like you would think that the more, like the city council that like decides the budget for everything, you would think safety would be the biggest part of their budget, like things like this or crime or anything like that in this area. I mean, all these houses weren't celebrity houses. There was regular, income people losing their houses too. But there were a lot of gated communities that burned down. Okay, Cyborg is saying the water was on. She's so sad and really kind of angry. That's the information that's out there. It was the plumbing, no pressure. Turn on every faucet in your house and see how good you're plumbing. Yeah, that's sad. I mean, they were spraying down their own houses. Like, so weird that, like, nobody can really say, like, there's fires there all the time. This one was just worse, but there's also fault lines. There's also earthquakes, and they can happen at any moment, but that doesn't mean that they do. So I'm not sure why there weren't any kind of building type precautions put in place, like fire retardant materials that they would put on the houses, sidings and such, or fireproof doors or windows or roofing. Now only houses standing. Yeah, I saw that, Rock. I saw people spraying their own houses. I saw people bravely actually spraying their houses, like at a timing where I would think was too late. I was watching this man spraying his yard with his wife, I believe, and they were spraying all the way to the sidewalk, all the way on the grass, all in the roofing and the side of their house, and there was a fire very, very close to them, and their house was saved, and it was from their hose. But that's where the conspiracy theory comes into play, because I'm wondering, these people that turned their hoses on and received water, I'm not sure how they received water if the fire department wasn't able to receive water. Do you know what I mean? Like, why would the citizens have access to water and the fire department wouldn't? Oh, use pumps and water from their pools. Yeah, okay. Thank you for making sense of that for me. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw the guy that was arrested in that video by the group of neighbors that saw him with some kind of like torch lighter. But I've heard like 2 or 3 different versions of that story. One was that he was having a panic attack and he needed a lighter, and that's all he had, and he was going to smoke some weed. That's what I heard. And then he was yelling, "No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't," in the video I saw. But then apparently the media that I saw report on it, not the YouTube video that I had seen, but the media story that I had seen, I'm not sure what network it was on, but they were saying that he was admitting that he was trying to start a fire. But I don't know who admit it's something like that or allow themselves to just be surrounded. If you were going to do some kind of terroristic thing like that, you'd probably want to do it when nobody was around. And if you were found out, you'd probably get the hell out of there. It's just my opinion. Just trying to kill time, guys. Let's see. He was smoking more than weed with that lighter. Didn't see a dab rig. Yeah, probably. But I don't know. People do some crazy things when they think their house is about to burn down. You know what I mean? Like, if you knew it was like, let me ask you this in chat. If you knew you had 1 hour to live, what would be the first thing that you would do? That's a good thinking question. And then maybe this court will start. I just don't understand. It's been 1 hour and 10 minutes that I've tried to kill time and wait for this hearing. I'm not going to give up, because I feel like if I give up, that's when it's going to start. So I am keeping an eye on it. Still says this portion of the hearing is closed. There must be some big information in this case. You would tell everyone what you really think? You know, I think people should do that more, even when they don't think they're out of time. But that's a good answer. At least I know Rock's listening. I got one answer, guys. So Rock, let's see. And then there's oil. I tell all the time. Yeah, me too, Rock. There's no currency more precious in the world than time. So I'm not going to keep stuff stored in the back of my head and not say things out loud. I know that. I feel like if I had 1 hour to live, I would tell everybody that I knew that I love them. That would be the only thing that I would do. Good point, Army Doc. Army Doc's saying they're in the process of lining up the jugglers to start the show. Very good. Finally, they'll get their circus act together, right? Because Idaho, I don't know if anybody here is from Idaho or has been to Idaho, but I feel like they really have their own system and their own way of doing things in the justice system that only they can make sense of. Because this whole process is very frustrating for me. Like, we started doing true crime on this channel, and I was like, oh, this is a cool case. It's really interesting. And now it's just actually very frustrating to follow the case, because there's so many inconsistencies in the case before it's even been presented that sometimes I just assume it's going to be a mistrial no matter what. That's really funny. Brock, I was looking at this on the screen and I'm like, you know, a hoe. Okay. What are you pimping? But I get it. You're saying Idaho. Very funny. I thought you were pimping, Rock. Army Doc, I did not even realize you were in here. Now I see you, though. Good to see you. What we were doing here was trying to watch a hearing, but we started a stream originally, and that stream was like kind of last minute. And then the stream ended. So we started this next stream, and we were going to air this public hearing that started an hour and 10 minutes ago, but Bob's got something on the screen here, but right behind it, it says this portion of the hearing is closed. So we're waiting for this freaking hearing to start, and Humble's back. Humble, when are we going to do that Mothman video? You found yourself real busy, didn't you? We did too, though. You get to go to the, you are actually, Humble, you're going to the event in Massachusetts, right? We wanted to go to that, but so far we're not. We were asked to go, but it's really freaking far. And I don't know how the weather is up there. And I think you're in the Northeast. I won't say where, but it is freezing cold, right? Yeah, Worcester. Okay, because I was saying it wrong and I've been corrected several times. Thanks for writing that, because I don't want to. I think you sensed that in my voice that I was like, in Massachusetts. Yeah, definitely have some East Coast. Well, we're in Michigan, so we're on the East Coast, but you're more of the East Coast. And I know that the dialect there, the accent creates like a different pronunciation for the cities. So Worcester. I wish they would just spell it like that. Yeah, cold as fuck. But you'll be able to see and tell Tommy Grayson happy birthday, because his birthday is on the 16th, which is, I believe, the day after those 2 days. But if we happen to make it, we will see you there. Well, let's say this, Humble. There might be a chance that you'll see Strange Suspicion there. Did you see what I did there? I hope you get what I was doing just now. Oh, you're an hour away? I bet it's really cold by you, though, right now, too. It's cold by us. Michigan's cold, but I feel like you guys got it way colder. Yeah, Bazaar's going. And EC Juggalo's in here. Hey, what's up, EC? We were just trying to watch this public hearing, but if you look at your screen there, you can see that they're making us lay in wait here. They're making us hang out and talk. So I'm just trying to read everything. I don't have any of my face paint on because Cyborg told me this morning, about an hour before this started, that this was going to be on. And since we've been following this case for like 2 years now, we are trying to see what the suppression of evidence is. Humble, have you heard about this? Anybody on the East Coast, anywhere near Pennsylvania, have you heard about the Brian Kohberger case? Because when we started this channel, we were pretty much true crime. And I know a lot of true crime people are aware of the case, but I'm just curious if you live up near there, if you've heard anything. Because I would be interested. I don't know what is going on here. Michigan's fixing to be booming with car factories? We already do. You don't know about it? Okay, let me give you a breakdown real quick, Humble. There's a guy named Brian Kohberger who was a PhD student at the University of Washington. And right across the way, maybe like 10 or 15 minutes, is a school called the University of Idaho in Moscow, Idaho. 4 students were murdered in their off-campus home, and they're saying one guy did it, and they're trying to hint at the fact that he did it with 2 other people in the home, and he did it in like 15 minutes. So I don't know. I don't know. And now they're trying to, for 2 years now, they're trying to set up this case. And So it's pretty sus, you know, that it's taken 2 years to set something up, and they were doing things like comparing things he said to things that Ted Bundy said, and, you know, painting him in a certain light. And so we haven't let go of this case because I feel like there's something really off about Idaho and the way that they do things. They've already moved the case from Moscow, which is kind of the middle of the state, to Boise on the bottom of the state. So this would be pretty interesting if they would start it, but I don't mind hanging out with you guys. I can wait a little bit longer for it to start. I mean, I don't want to keep you guys if it's not going to start, but as you know, we did start this at 10:45 my time, got cut off, and now this is the second one waiting, and it's 12:02. So it can't be much longer. I'm really thinking it's not. Yeah, we do have a merch contest. I just got a text. We do have a merch contest this month. I might as well put this on here while we're waiting. The merch contest is basically, if you have seen our merch store, we're the Strange Suspicion shop on Spreadshop. We have over 150 items of merchandise, including stuffed monkeys, hats, laptop bags, backpacks, beanies, hoodies, shirts, bandanas, dog bandanas, jackets, sweats, shorts, all kinds of stuff. So this month, if you purchase a membership, which start at $2.99, or if you gift a membership, or if you send a Cash App or a Venmo or a Super Chat, you are entered into that contest, and the winner of that contest is announced on Monday's Live. This upcoming Monday's Live is when we will announce that. So it will be a live decision. It's not going to be something we're just going to tell you who won. It will absolutely be a live decision, and that person can choose any item out of our merch store. Doesn't matter if it's cheap, if it's expensive, it doesn't matter. It's a contest, so we want you to win. So check out the Spreadshop store. It's called Strange Suspicion Shop, and pick something out that you want to win. We will also have a live this weekend, and then the live Monday. So it'll be this live, either Friday or Saturday night we'll have a live, and then Monday night we will have a live. All right, every touch DNA counts. If you're in here, please hit the like button. And if you are in here and usually are here for JCW content or Juggalo content, this is just something that we do sometimes. We do courtroom stuff and true crime stuff. We also do paranormal, conspiracy theories. Please check out our playlists. Please help me kill time here, guys. Say something interesting in chat. I feel like you'll be live tonight. Okay, so Don Chaos will be live tonight. What time will you be live? And if Humble's still in here, when are you going to be live next? Again, we're waiting for Don to tell us what time he's going to be live tonight. We do have some big news coming up, and we will possibly reveal that news on this weekend's live, either on Friday or Saturday night. Huge, huge, huge news for the channel. Very excited to share it with everybody. Don Chaos will be live 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. I don't know what is it a chill live, or are you interviewing somebody?
What the panties in? Who said he puts in his mouth?
Bob, I can hear you editing, Bob. Okay. Sorry, guys. Bob is working on a JCW video right now, so sometimes his thing turns up. Okay, tonight or tomorrow, don't want to step on Don's toes, so maybe tomorrow. Yeah, I was thinking about that actually, Humble. For those of us creators who are on the positivity tip, me, you, Don Chaos, there's I don't know if you ever watched Precious Juggalos. There's a few of us. There's a lot of us that, you know, like, if you ever get a message from me and I'm like, are you going live? It's because we don't want to go live when you guys are live, because we want to watch you guys. Do you know what I mean? We want to be there to support you guys and watch your streams just like that. Like you're here for us right now. Like, I want to know if you guys could tell me ahead of time at any point, like a couple hours notice, when you're going to be live. I could also just put it in our community post. I don't mind doing that at all. I think we should be all doing that for each other. I noticed that Humble did it I think you did it on your Twitter. I think it's from Wukanda's post. I really, really, really appreciate that you did that. And Don Chaos and EC Juggalo always also posting our lives. We need to support each other, you guys. We need to always share those links out because we're all part of the same big family, right? Well, most of us are. I know that there are some negative creators, but I'm not speaking about them. I'm speaking strictly positive juggalo or juggalette streamers. I'm not talking about any other genre right now. I think I posted it on here. Yeah, what I noticed about Humble is that when you go live, I don't get a notification ahead of time. I don't know if you're just doing the YouTube live or if you're going through StreamYard, but usually it's like you're like, I'm gonna go live in a little while, and then me and Bob will look, and I'm like, I don't see anything. So I don't know if you're just pushing the live button and that's why. But whatever you're doing, it works really well because you are the GOAT of Juggalo content. If you ask me, you guys, Humble Among is the GOAT. He is where everybody goes. You have great content. You're easy to listen to, and we love you. Mad Clown Love to Humble Among from Silver Stasher. If you guys don't know, Silver Stasher and Humble and EC Juggalo and Bizarre were all in chat right now. They were all in our last video. Great job, by the way, Humble Among and EC and Don. They just so you guys know, the wrestlers did see that video and they really did like it. And thank you for everybody who did share that video, because we see that there were 67 shares on that video and it's almost to 1,000 views, which is great because we'd like everybody to start watching JCW. If you're not, you're really, really missing out. Looks like Joe Mama is checking out the merch. Yeah, Bob actually is the person who designs all the merch. Bob, if you're in that room right there, are you able to share any of our merch since I'm talking about it? Because
Yeah, I can
some
try
people have
here.
some booty ass merch. Nobody in here does, but
I was gonna like create something new, but I've been really busy, so I haven't been able to. But
I saw you did that half raccoon.
yeah, I did that a while back, and
Oh,
I just released it, I think, or something.
so I don't know how long they're gonna make us wait, but
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I see that Joe Mama's looking at the hoodies. That's why I was asking about that. I can see.
Yeah,
that
I can.
video.
I can share our store, I guess.
Okay. If you guys aren't sure how to get to it, on all our videos, there's usually like, like a pop-up that comes up and it'll say shop or it'll say view products or whatever. If you click on that, then it'll take you to the actual store where we have like all our stuff. Because if you're clicking on the YouTube shop and you're thinking about getting in on this contest, which ends Monday at 7 p.m. So if you're interested in entering this contest and you're clicking on the store on YouTube, you are not seeing all of it. See where Bob's showing right there? So if you go to the blue link under any of the merch right there, babe, see the blue hyperlink there? Like under the price?
Yeah.
Click on the blue link there. Under any product, there's a blue link. It'll say the description, the price, then right under there, there's a blue.
Yeah, you're not okay. I thought you were seeing the page. I was okay. I gotcha. Hang on. Sorry, that was my bad.
Could you click on that?
Hang
on. Don't worry, guys. I am keeping an eye on the courtroom. There's nothing going on. I have my phone right next to me. And there are 413 people waiting on their stream to watch it. So that's pretty crazy. So if you go to the stuff that you might not see, like go to, is that accessories?
Yeah.
Okay, keep going then. Just scroll. So there's, Bob has designed all of these things. These are just the cups and the hats. I don't want this.
What would you like to see?
Go up to the top and I'll tell you. Okay, so go to, go down on that accessories one. Or wait, is there backpacks and stuff on that one, or is that a different one?
Bags and backpacks.
Yeah, there you go. So you got regular totes. Click on that blue backpack there so you can see it bigger.
That one?
No, not that
this
one. That one.
This one?
Yeah, it's a computer backpack. So see, there's the computer backpack. That's Bob's I'm the Man. He calls it I'm the Man, that design there. Different backpacks. You can also customize the stuff. There are shoulder bags, I believe, right? We got shoulder bags, laptop bags, tote bags. What about that monkey? Where's that stuffed monkey? Because that is a cute one. Oh, fanny packs, drawstring bags. Okay. I like that green one right there.
Yeah, that was cool.
So go to the monkey quick, because I did get an email from a few of you saying that you really thought I was seriously saying we have stuffed monkeys, and we do. So it would be under, there they are. Click on one. See, so this monkey right here is wearing a Strange Suspicion shirt. You see that, guys? How cute is that? So basically, yeah, see, you could do all kinds of different combinations. Just like I know Cyborg Mama, she's really trying to win that. It is bizarre, isn't it? Cyborg Mama's really trying so hard to win a beanie, and she keeps bringing up the army green. The cool thing about our merch is that we can actually, and you can, while you're ordering it, you can actually customize the color. Right, Bob? You can do all that stuff, right?
Yeah, you can customize the color. You can make the graphics bigger. You can put different graphics on like the side of the sleeve. There's different options. I'm probably going to go deeper into making the shirts, but I've been so busy with stuff that I haven't had time. It's like I wake up, and I go to sleep. It seems like, but definitely going to try to get something soon. Maybe I'll make it like right as my next project for what I'm working on, because that's going to be done sometime today or tomorrow, and we'll see what I can do.
Can you show one more product for me? The bottoms, I believe they're shorts or sweats or something like that. Yeah, so for you guys, you see that? I thought these were really neat. So there's sweats and there's sweat shorts. And I know a lot of people like to lounge and stuff like this. We have so many different, it's so crazy. What about the zip up jackets? Was it? You were just by it. Yeah. So we also have jackets, guys. You see that? Can you click on one? Because they're kind of hard to see. Just like a Letterman's jacket, right? Pretty good. And so far we do have, let's see, we have Brian's Ramblings, we have Rock Chalk, we have Jeff H, we have Cyborg Mama, we have, who's the other person? Fudge, we have Chad's Bridge, we have Army, I believe Army Doc. Army Doc is in it because Army Doc bought his membership.
And someone named Jamie, I believe, but I'm not sure. I'll have to look on the list.
Oh, Jamie? Yeah, Army Doc, you did just get your membership. So you are in this drawing that we are going to have on Monday night. Hopefully 7 p.m. works for everybody, because I know that Army Doc is a mod in Precious Juggalos. I don't know if you're also a mod somewhere else, but the drawing will be this Monday at 7 p.m. So good luck to all of you that are entered in it. And we do check the Venmo and the Cash App to make sure that we're not missing anything, but I do not see anything as of today. on there, but we did have Fudge and Chad's Bridge doing that. So that's why Fudge and Chad, I want to say his name, Rami, Rami and Chad, that's why they're both in it. And then Army Doc, Cyborg, Brian's Ramblings, Rock Chalk. I think that's it. Well, we do have, just if we did miss anybody, just don't worry about it. We do have a list. I just don't have it in front of me, and YouTube keeps track of all that too. What is going on with this court, you guys?
Oh, sick. I didn't know we had a polo shirt. What?
Let's see it. Click on it so we can see it.
I'm going to have to get me one of those.
Yeah, I'd like to have some of our merch too.
Oh, that polo shirt's sick. I want it.
Oh shit, Joe Mama just entered the contest. $199.
Oh no.
Joe Mama. Good luck.
Another
to
one.
pick out some merch.
Another one. Damn it.
What's wrong?
Just kidding.
Oh, another polo shirt? And look, try a different color in that. Try the green.
Oh, I like that. I thought it was going to be bright green. It's like a dark.
It's all. And what size do we got up to there? That's probably important to mention. In case
2X.
anybody wins the contest. Okay.
I can't really pick the sizes. It's all within whatever this company. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which I think when I first made, I picked it like the biggest sizes they could possibly have. But yeah.
Whoa.
Ooh, that's an Adidas performance polo.
Yeah, these are pretty nice. I'm sorry, you guys, that this is turning into the merch stream.
Right.
I'm really sorry. I'm trying to think of things to talk about because there's so much I'm not allowed to talk about right now.
It was supposed to be the court stream, but it's not.
Yeah. Tally just did designs for this current drop on my store, the Punkalo drop. That's cool. Yeah, I think I saw your girlfriend Tally on your channel. Is she a performer? Is she a rapper? Don? I don't know if you guys know. Don Chaos has a girlfriend named Tally, and I believe she does music. Hope I'm not wrong.
I'm about ready to spark this doobie, man.
Come in here.
Shit's getting lame, dog.
She does music and artwork. That's awesome, Dawn. You should have her on your show. You should interview her on your show so people can get to know her, because I didn't have any idea who she was until you had her on there. I don't know if she's out by where you were. And then Cyborg Mama. $199. Okay, so that's a good point too. Cyborg Mama now has 3 entries.
I think it's more than that.
It might be 4. We're gonna check, but so Cyborg's got
no,
4.
it's
You
4.
guys.
You got 4, yeah, 4, because I got 3 times here right next to her name.
Oh, okay. So Cyborg has 4 entries, you guys. And let me just make it very, very clear that you can send any amount of donation to the Cash App or the Venmo. I don't care if it's 25 cents. It does enter you into the contest. I
got a joke.
Have her around next week as a guest. Cool. So if you guys want to check out Don Chaos, you should do that.
I got a joke. Want to hear my joke?
I do want to hear the joke, but I want you to come in here and smoke with me because I'm waiting just like everybody else. And Army Dog's saying, fire it up.
Why did the koala get a job?
Because he's broke.
Because he was qualified.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
So really 2 hours they're making us wait here?
Yeah, this is lame.
That's okay. That's okay. Maybe you should show your face and give some entertainment value.
My face isn't that entertaining.
Maybe I could tease them with my face. I could put sunglasses on. Do we have sunglasses in there? That would be cool.
There's some.
You guys can pretend you saw my face before. I don't think anybody's seen my face before in this chat except one person, and you better keep it to yourself, Mr. Bazaar. but really only one person.
Oh, I could play this little video.
Oh, raccoon mask. You could put your raccoon mask on, Bob.
What?
Joe Mama said raccoon mask, raccoon mask.
Oh yeah, I don't know where it's at right now.
Do you see Army Dog's joke right there? That was pretty clever, man. He said he went to a 45-cent concert. Yeah, it was 50-cent opening, and at the end you got Nickelback. Pretty funny. Did I have makeup on at the gathering? Humble did Humble see me without makeup? I believe he did.
Yeah, a lot of people did.
Yeah, a lot of people did. If you go to the gathering, you can go ahead and see me all comfortable being myself. But Bob did actually have an airbrush machine, and we did airbrush.
No, I
most
didn't
of
use it.
Yeah, we did. We have a picture of you and me with the airbrush right after you were by Mankini and
I was saying I didn't lose the mask. I didn't lose the mask, is what I was saying. Someone said you lost the mask. I said I did not, and then we thought.
Oh no, he did not lose the mask. He wears that all the time. Bob is like the raccoon man. He's raccoon boy.
I'm also microdosing this year. Oh my gosh.
You were microdosing, Humble? In that heat? Are you kidding me? Wow, that was. Oh, you guys didn't stay there, did you? You had an Airbnb or you had like a hotel, I think. It was sticky hot, so hot that we were like rubbing ice on our skin in our tent. It was so gross.
My age was definitely showing at the gathering. I felt like crap. I think my appendix was just about bursting at that time too, because I don't know, man. It was terrible for me. I mean, I had fun, but like secretly inside my body, I was dying. I felt so.
Well, babe, you also got an emergency appendectomy the next week.
Yeah, true.
So you could have been feeling like crap. Like I felt like crap because I didn't want to go number 2 in no damn porta potty. And then when I finally decided to, there was some rat battle going on behind me. And remember that girl got all mad? She's like, she's been in there for like 10 minutes. Like, there was like 10 porta potties. I don't know what the deal was. I'm not the only person going.
I was also sober, very sober. So like I wasn't being silly or weird or anything like that. Like I don't think I drank, did I?
No.
So yeah.
You drank Faygo and you drank water.
Yeah. I wanted a beer really bad, but
we did bring good food though. Like healthy food, which I thought was really important.
Yeah,
but I didn't dress right. Like I had those fishnets on, and with all the sweat of my feet, it was just ridiculously uncomfortable. I should have totally listened to Emily. I should have listened to everything she put on that video. But I was like, I just want to look cute.
Also, I think we walked too far. Like staying by the Ship of Fools, it was too far for my old ass to be pulling 200 pounds of camping gear with my carpal tunnel and all that crap. I literally, like, I was in so much pain from carpal tunnel, like I didn't even sleep. Like I remember waking up and just like taking handfuls of like pain meds. Nothing good, obviously, but yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
Hey, Rock Chalk, she said on there, hopefully I can go this year and bring Bud. Rock Chalk, there's lots of weed there, but it is not up to par as far as we've seen. Like there was one good pre-roll that we got that was infused, but
yeah, that shit was decent actually. But yeah.
It was. But Ohio just became legal, so their percentages are very low. So the excitement is what's really getting people high on the weed from Ohio. It's not really.
Yeah. Our bougie ass from Michigan, we're used to the finers, a little bit finers, and we just couldn't find it at the gathering. I mean, not saying it wasn't there. I'm sure it was. We just didn't find it.
Yeah, I don't know. We didn't. So we will, if you guys see us at the gathering, we'll be having the good weed. So if you want to come partake in that, just come say hello to us. If we have some, we will share some. Oh, your fancy bus. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be
Rock,
cool.
bring your fancy bus. She has a huge, what do you call that?
It's like a motorhome, right?
Motor, like a, like you drive it.
Motorhome.
Yeah.
Motorhome.
It's huge and it's got like weed. Okay, so Humble is saying, I can never say your friend's name like that. Kazuki?
Kosuke.
Am I saying it right? What is it?
It's Kosuke. Kosuke. I
Kosuke
believe.
busted my balls so bad for being critical of free pre-rolls. Oh, this free join isn't good enough for me. Humble, you got to smoke with us. I will put weed aside specifically to smoke with you and Emily because I want to blow your mind. Michigan is good. We're spoiled here. Yeah, Silver, are you going? Oh, it's going to resume, you guys. Really, court is happening.
Oh my God, fuck yeah.
If you're going to the gathering, put one in the chat. We all got to meet up there.
I know, just talking about the gathering like gets me all excited. I'm just like, yeah, cool.
I got to talk about the gathering because I'm upset that we may or may not make it to the February 14th and 15th.
Well, that's always, I love smoking weed too. I'm all about that
find
shit.
us. EC loves smoking weed.
Fuck yeah.
EC, did you notice on your part on that video that Bob put smoke on your part? That smoke like came out on the screen when you came on the screen.
Yeah, tell me what you thought of that letter spread. That was fun to make. That was weed induced. All my editing is weed induced, just so we know. Just so we're clear with it. So we're crystal over here. When's this court going to be resuming?
It's going to be resuming soon, probably 5 minutes. They're taking a break, but if anybody in this room is not subscribed to Don Chaos and Humble Among, please do so. Please.
Yes.
They're great creators, and I just want to tell everybody about them everywhere that I go. I swear to God. I love your channels. And Rock Chalk does great true crime channel. Needs to interview us this year. At the gathering? Fuck yeah. Humble, we're down to do anything that you're interested in including us in. You got to know that. I hope you like that Instagram story I did. After I did it, I was like, I should have just sent it to him so he could do it, but we haven't been putting that much stuff out on Instagram. So I was thinking about doing like yours and Manny's and a whole bunch of people's and then just tagging you guys in it. Oh my gosh, here comes the weed. Bob's coming with the weed. Let's see. EC says it was fresh. You did great editing. A part I didn't like. Thank you. Did you hear me say that? Bob's behind me, so that's why I'm asking him, you guys. Silver Stasher. Yeah, Silver Stasher, where did you stay at the gathering last year? We were down by the Ship of Fools. And we won't be making that mistake again. I'll tell you that. Do not go to the Ship of Fools, guys. Do not stay by the Ship of Fools. That's the longest walk to every single place in the gathering. And
it was pretty private. I think that's why I picked it, because there was nobody camping in that area. And
the lady led us there, remember?
I'm old and I got sensitive hearing.
Sorry about that loud laugh, you guys. That's how clowns laugh. So honestly, it was this lady. She asked us if it was our first gathering. We said, yeah. And she said, do you want me to show you where you can actually sleep? Which didn't turn out to be true. I believe that she really thought it was true, though, her and her son. It was pretty cool because we got to see Clockwork E a bunch. They were at the Ship of Fools, I think, 2 or 3 times. Because they were also present for that wedding.
I missed the 2.
Which Humble was also there for.
I missed the 2-cup video, though. I was sleeping.
Bob missed the 2-cup video, whatever that is, from Clockwork E. I'm sure that was quite entertaining. I do like Clockwork E. And across the pond, the reason I found your channel was because you had a picture of my truck and camp on screen for like 5 minutes straight. Really?
No, we didn't.
He said across the pond, and the reason he slept across the pond. Weird. Which video? Well, maybe you don't want to say that, but tell me later. Because I don't remember.
I speculated right out loud too. I know.
You do know which one? I think I do too. Wow, for 5 minutes straight. I'm sorry. We do have some unedited gathering footage. We weren't able to organize our gathering footage as well as Humble was able to organize his. But we wanted to get it out because a lot of people like to see that didn't get to attend that.
I
And
lost like almost 2 hours of footage too. Like my computer just like,
oh, you lost footage?
yeah, like 2 hours of it.
So Bob lost 2 hours of footage. And the other issue, as some of you guys know, if you're on a monetized channel, you cannot play too much music.
Yeah, we got hammered on the ICP songs. We got hammered on something else too. I don't know what it was. It was something DJ Clay was playing.
I thought it wasn't Isham though. Isham didn't do.
No, it was major label stuff.
Isham, we have a whole sound check of Isham. You don't care.
Yeah. It was all major label stuff that's copywritten, but it doesn't matter if we get monetized on that video. That wasn't the point.
I think you need to be by the phone for them to hear you.
Oh.
Can you guys hear Bob okay? I'm just curious because he was also speaking. So let's see. Yeah, I didn't make any money off the gathering docs. They're just my most popular videos. You have a lot of popular videos, Humble. Look at you being humble. For real, right? You have a lot. Like, let's be real about Humble Among and let's be real, Mr. Humble Among. You have a lot of popular videos, and I like that you're so positive and that you don't fall into all the drama. I enjoy that. Here's another creator, Precious Juggalos.
He's in the chat.
Yeah, Shovel's here, Bob's brother from another mother.
What's up, brother Jugger?
Yeah, we lost our signal watching you last night.
I'm gonna start saying that, brother Jugger. What's up, brother Jugger?
What is that? Yeah, so you guys, Humble Among, if you're looking for any kind of gathering stuff, his stuff is way more organized than us. And if you're looking for art and good conversation and like a Bob Ross type feel, you want to check out Precious Juggalos.
Can I say something about Humble real quick?
Absolutely.
Hopefully you're still in here, Humble.
He's right there.
I just wanted to say that, like, I watched you probably like 2 years before we were even a channel. So just so you know, I lived in Missouri, I think, when I started watching you. So that was like 3 years ago.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I did not know that. But Humble Among is the GOAT. Don't take my words lightly. A lot of respect goes to Humble Among, and we really, really enjoy your channel and you as individuals, you and Emily, because she is lovely in a lot of ways. Oh, okay, good. Yep, that's right. You just try to keep it real and be honest. And you know what? You're not doing anything right if people aren't hating on you. I'm not gonna mention anything specific, but fuck that guy. But fuck that guy. That's funny. His birthday is August 16th. Is that during the gathering, Don? Is that the gathering date? The 16th?
I think it's
Or it's right before it. I mean, right after.
It's like earlier this year, I think.
Well, I'm gonna ask Humble then. Humble, do you know the dates of the gathering offhand?
It's like,
I'm guessing you. Here you go.
I know they're different than last year.
I have an interview with Humble as well. Oh, you have an interview on the Humble Amongst Carnival Gathering doc. I did not know that. Well, are you talking about the one that's like 8 hours? Because I missed some.
Yeah,
of
we
that.
must have missed some.
I missed some of that. Yeah.
Yeah, we were.
I think we were streaming during some.
Like,
of
I
it.
woke up and started cleaning, and like 4 hours later, I sat down and it was still on. I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
I was like doing dishes, and I was.
Yeah, I believe he was trying to give everybody a way to get their workday going faster or better or something.
Like, Humble's on, and I got up and I just started like doing. I think I was doing laundry and dishes. But
Yeah, like I like that, Humble, by the way. I think that you should do more of that. Like long-term like stuff during the day. And like literally you could let it run while you're at work. That's the cool part.
so now they're in break.
They're still in break. Oh, so they're taking their break and then coming back.
Is it
to
going to come
court.
back and be private again though?
No, that's why they said it was going to resume. It's going to resume, but they're probably taking a bathroom break or something.
Lunch break.
Everybody goes, has a cigarette, goes to the bathroom, then they resume court. It's going to be real quick though, guys. So if I'm talking and the court pops back in, I'm not trying to. Oh, okay, Humble does have the dates here. That was quick, Humble. August 14th to the 17th.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's easy to remember. Cool. Humble, I'm so jealous of you going to that on the 14th and the 15th this year.
Me too, because they're probably gonna do.
Yeah, I know what they're
Well,
going to do.
I'm not gonna say anything, but I did get to see some of the the stage. It looks dope as hell.
Oh, the set. Oh, yeah. So you guys, just so you know, Bob, Bob has a friend named Zach who does paint the sets most of the time for ICP. So what he was trying to say is he's seen the sneak peek, and if you could figure it out, like if you got, oh yeah, let me tell him this, just so you guys know, Don Chaos. If you don't know, sometimes I've seen you in your chat, and Bob's like, whoop whoop, and you're looking at him like, who's that? That's Weird Bob. This is Bob. This is Weird Bob right here.
yeah, it's me.
And he does have we do have a Instagram for Strange Suspicion, which is obviously called Strange Suspicion, but Bob also has his own Instagram. What is your Instagram?
That's Weird Bob.
That's Weird Bob. That's his Instagram. It's That's Weird Bob. So if you guys have anything that you want to talk to Bob about, or send Bob a clip or anything like that, if you want to submit a video for the channel or just suggest a link for suggested content, or
I think
maybe
a couple
content.
people know. I think some Killer Collections just found me too.
Okay, so Killer Collections. Oh yeah, if you guys don't know, he's probably at work. Killer Collections is a great channel. There's a lot of memorabilia on his channel. Yeah, how many years has it been, Don, since you went to the gathering? I heard it's been a few. Oh, cool. Precious, are you for sure going to the gathering? If these people who are saying they're going to the gathering, if you guys are sure, put a 1 in the chat, because I know Bob and I are going. There's no doubt about that.
Hi, Bob.
And I'm curious, if you're going to the gathering, are you camping? Or are you getting an Airbnb? Is everybody staying at the same hotel? Let's see what's going on for that, because last year we had no idea what to do.
No, we knew what to do. I remember I told you if I'm going, I'm sleeping there.
Precious Juggalos is going, Bizarre is going, EC Juggalo is going, Don Chaos is going, Humble is going.
I had to, for my first gathering, I know it sounds weird, my first gathering should have been
like 90. No, it wasn't.
Should have been, but it wasn't. But that's beside the point. I said we should camp because we might as well go deep in it. And it was fine. I wasn't worried at all. My worry was the bed.
You know what? I was all down, you guys. I was like, it's all good. Just so you know, I was in the Army for 8 years. So check it out. I was like, yeah, cool. There's going to be a lot of people here. I hope I don't get any anxiety about that, because I don't know. Sometimes I get anxiety because I'm a human being. But everything was cool. And then the second night, this lady shows up. She has the most beautiful campsite I've ever seen. It's like, remember, she had all those beautiful lights.
Creamy Jugs.
Yeah, Camp Creamy Jugs, right? And you think, oh, Camp Creamy Jugs, that sounds like she's fun, right? Well, she actually keeps her eye on people who are tripping, and she had all these freaking big, huge pots everywhere around her tent, and these people came and they were just like vomiting all night long. It was awful. So no, I don't want to camp over there next year. I don't want to camp by Creamy Jugs. If you guys see Camp Creamy Jugs, it is a puke fest. Do not camp by that person. She's really nice, though.
It wasn't that bad.
Really nice.
Yeah,
it's just not a good location to sleep next to, you know?
Yeah, watching people trip and then you're not tripping is not cool. But I knew what they were going through. Like, I could totally understand. But I think when people talk me through trips, it makes me trip more.
Humble's saying that hotel, but might camp to save money. Hotels are pricey this year. Yeah. I'm thinking the same thing. I think it would be cool if like everybody wanted to camp around everybody. Do you know what I mean?
My boy Don said he would go half and half on a Airbnb.
Yeah, I bet the Airbnbs are going to be pricey too, though.
He thought I was crazy for camping there. Remember? He was like, y'all didn't get an Airbnb? I'm like, no. He's like, what the hell? Should have told us.
Bizarre was your gathering boyfriend last year? You're so funny, Silver. You know how I know that's a joke? Let me tell you. Because if you were with Bizarre last year, you would have met me and Bob. Because Bizarre was smoking weed with us. And Bizarre was, I think he saw a few shows with us. Still the best AINT. I do not know what that means, Glenn Hall. Glenn Hall's in here saying, still the best AINTHCA. Anybody know what that means? Wow. Okay. Well, let me just say something, Glenn Hall. I don't know who you are and why you keep coming in here and trying to hate on me. But the only reason I don't have face paint on right now is because I didn't know about this hearing. I love rocking the face paint, and I will rock the face paint until the day that I die. So if you don't like my clown face, which what you call is face paint, it's face paint. If you don't like the face paint, why don't you just see your way out of here? Not to be negative, but Jesus, whoever this person is keeps coming in here. It's ridiculous. Thumbs down for you. It's that same person.
Yeah, I've seen the name
3 times.
We've seen your videos, Glenn Hall.
Well, Silver Stasher, just on that, since you're talking about that, there are people that go around at the gathering that, like, what do they do? The fentanyl, where you save somebody. I can't think of it. Narcan.
Yeah, Narcan.
They have Narcan there. They like hand it out. Even if somebody, this is what I'm gonna do this year. I didn't last year, but if somebody's like, do you want, like free Narcan? We don't use anything besides like marijuana and occasionally mushrooms, but I think it's good for everybody to say yes and grab that. Why don't we all agree with that?
Yeah.
Because if there is something happening to someone next to me, even though that's not my thing, I'm not into watching somebody die. So
And that's the thing too. You can't someone can't be like, here, have some Coke anymore, because they probably ate Coke. It's probably fentanyl, or it's fucking cut with fentanyl or whatever. Like they stamp pills with it. They do all sorts of shit. Like it's not. Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Juggalos in Recovery has free Narcan. They will have it next year too. I remember speaking to them. Test kits, water, food. Yeah. They had a really cool tent last year. Since we were by the Ship of Fools, they were actually like right there with the Juggalos in Recovery tent. I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, it was right up the hillish from there.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but Don had the homie that was in one of those tents. I noticed when we went in there. I can't remember his name. He's a big fella.
Oh yeah.
He's a rapper.
Was it Trauma Too Sick? I don't know. I think it's that.
No, it's definitely not. No.
Rock Chalk carries Narcan. I'm not sure how to use Narcan. I've never been in a situation like that. Our Straight provides free Narcan. Yeah, you know what? I was interested in, like, hopefully this year, like, we were trying to get to we actually were in the movie tent a couple times, and we interviewed Manny in there. And if you haven't seen that, that's on our channel. But the movie tent was not very air conditioned well. There you go, Humboldt. Humboldt says, test your shit, be safe. That's right, you guys. If you're going to partake in certain activities, no judgment here, but be safe. And if you're not safe and you're not feeling okay, just tell your very first human being that you see at the gathering, because usually somebody will direct you to someone who can help you. What's happening here? So I wonder how long this break is, but it looks like we're having a pretty good conversation.
Oh, can you put a thing on the mute?
Can I do a what?
Can you put a mute on the thing?
On the what?
Can you put a mute on the thing? On the thing?
Right now? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do that. There we go.
Oh, I think I heard my knee.
Sorry, guys. I was putting somebody in a timeout. So if you've been put in a timeout, that was me. Because we don't have any mods in here right now, I don't think. Great. But we're fine. There's not even a court yet. But yeah, so on that note, just so you guys, I think it's going to be soon because it's 12:46 here and that's an hour for lunch. So, okay, guys, I think it's going to be about 14 more minutes. That sucks. But I could be wrong. It could be any minute. So, put what up? You want to play something for 10 minutes?
Yeah, I can. I can go through our video, some of the videos again.
Play the video that we just made. You guys, so because we've been doing this for like a long time and giving you nothing to look at, we're going to play the video that we just released. The one that was the JCW. I don't know what we called it. Bob will get it though. And that's about 5 minutes. And then soon, probably right after that, I'm guessing the court will resume. Is that cool with everybody? Silver, you ready to see that video again? Army Doc, I don't know if you like JCW, but I was hoping, I don't know how to get a hold of you, but I would have got a hold of you to be in this video, just so you know. And Rock Chalk, I know you like wrestling, but I don't know how familiar you are with Juggalo Championship Wrestling. Rock Chalk, Glenn Hall is in timeout. Glenn Hall is from Australia, if you know who I mean. EC's in this video as well. Don Chaos is in this video. Girl, Strange the Clown, and let me tell you something. Juggalo Championship Wrestling ain't just wrestling.
We got the flameless fist of Two Tough Tony. We got that neon ninja standing on the shoulders of the juggalos, doing front flips on to the opponents below. But you know what makes JCW the best in all of sports entertainment? Is we got you, juggalos up in this bitch.
This video right here, it's the JCW family speaking their truth, telling the world why this ain't just wrestling.
Whoop whoop. It's the scrub that spreads love, DC Juggalo. And I want to give a big shout out to all the JCW wrestlers. Thank you for all the entertainment. Thank you for all the joy that you give us. And thank you for sacrificing your bodies every time y'all step foot into that ring. I want to give a huge shout out to the man himself, Duke of the Wicked, Violent J. It's so dope getting to see your dream from backyard wrestling days to what JCW is now, and it's only getting bigger. So beautiful to me. Thank you for sharing all the juggalos. You're a true inspiration to all of us. Mad Clown Love. Whoop whoop.
It's a straight up movement, a wild ride fueled by dreams, passion, and the heartbeat of the Juggalo family. So juggalos, juggalettes, and all wrestling fans worldwide have all taken notice of JCW.
What up, Humble Among here, and I want to say the reason I like JCW is because it's comedy wrestling at its finest. It's quite possibly the best comedy wrestling territory in all of the nation, in all of the world, in all of the universe. Woo-woo.
At the core of it all is the commissioner, Violent J, the Duke of the Wicked, a man with a vision unlike any other. JCW is more than a wrestling promotion. It's his dream come to life. A dream that started when he was a little boy with fire in his soul and a love for the ring. Now he's out here living that dream and sharing it with all of us.
Yo, what's up, Juggalos? And my name is Chloe, and I'm here to tell you about the bomb herself, Dynamite Danny Mo. She is beyond an inspiration to me and several other Juggalettes and Juggalos too. I mean, look at us. I mean, we just look up to anybody that kicks ass. We're not just here for one person or the other.
That's what makes
I think
JC
it's lagging.
special. It's not just his dream anymore. It's our dream. A movement that belongs to every single ninja who's ever screamed their lungs out at a show or felt that electric energy in the air.
What the fuck is up, Juggalos? JCW on top. Home of the legends. JCW's where the best go. I don't give a fuck. Every generation's legends went to JCW. Every single one. JCW on top forever. Shout out to my main hero, Matt Cross. Stay on top. You're a wrestling hero.
JCW ain't just about what happens in that ring, though. That's straight savage. Blood, sweat, and chaos from wrestlers who put their bodies and lives on the line. It's all about the connection, the pride, and the unstoppable force of the Juggalo family.
From a dirty trash pile in the middle of Tennessee. In 2010, I stapled Hollywood Chuck Hogan. Yeah, that's right. I've been wearing this mask for 15 plus years. I've been to every single Bloody Mania, all 17 of them. Whoop, whoop.
At a JCW event, you're not just watching wrestling. You're a part of a legacy, part of history, part of the Wicked Carnival.
Sister Special coming at you, let you know about JCW. If you ain't seen JCW live, where you missing? Get off the couch, go out to an event, hang out with the family, go see greats like my hometown legend, Too Tough Tony, Much Clown Love, whoop whoop.
If you ever felt like you wanted to be a part of something real, something raw, something that's all heart and no apologies, JCW is calling your name.
I love JCW so much. I got that shit tattooed.
This is a movement to join the madness, to scream louder, to stand prouder, and to show the world why juggalos and juggalettes are the most loyal, hype, and passionate fans on the planet.
Mickey Knuckles. She's the real deal. The walking definition of hardcore. No one else does it just like Mickey Knuckles.
It's life, it's love, and it's legacy. So come on, fam, join the movement, and let's take this dream to the next level.
Coming with the bang, pow, boom. Knocking you on your ass. Throwing you through the ropes into the crowd. I mean, come on, man, get with it. JCW lunacy.
Fyll i formulär.
Well, that was not cringe bizarre. We're fine. It was fine. Actually, I think Bob chose your part as the ending because it was kind of cool. That's what I thought. Cringe Master 17. Dang, too bad we can't go back and put that, huh, Bob? Just joking.
I know.
I'm just joking.
Yeah, sure. Hey, that's your new rap name, dog. Cringe Master.
Cringe Master.
Yeah.
Dang it. Well, you should have told us before. Silver Stash was saying he was shy as fuck. EC was too. But it's cool, you know, because it's cool to see how many different kinds of people and different people do like JCW.
Well, do you remember what I said, Strange, to you yesterday about that? I said if you asked me to make a video, I would have been kind of shy about it too. So,
right, of course, yeah. You could have done one. Who's your favorite JCW wrestler?
Congo Kong.
Really?
Yep.
Well, that's cool. He's scary. So
I had a
like, if you guys don't know, I am absolutely afraid of Congo Kong. I've seen him in person, very, very, very close up, and I'm scared of him. I know he's a nice guy, I'm sure, in real life when he's not wrestling people and kicking their asses, but when he is, he terrifies me. Like his, what is it? What would you call his finishing move? Is that what you call it? That's what's scary to me. Oh yeah, I didn't see what you said before. Which one you were in? Wow, you are dark.
Me? Yeah, I don't have any lights on in here. I'm in the Don Giano.
Okay. Well, I have the.
Do you still have that link to the court thing?
I
on
do.
your-
I'll show you what we're seeing here. It's got to
Just
be probably in the next 5 minutes, is what I'm seeing online. I was
All
looking it up. It
No
is
problem.
about to be back on, from what I'm seeing on the Google. Yeah.
Oh, so it's back on. It's just this portion is closed still. So are we just like on waiting for something?
I don't know.
that's
We're
not
just like
coming
on talking because.
back? Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be that way. I don't know what's going on with that.
Do you see the comment on the screen?
Hang on. I'm awkward at the gathering sometimes because I want to go up and talk to people, but I get too shy. Same way, dude. I don't know if it's that I'm shy. I just don't. I don't know. I don't want to bug anybody, so I just leave people alone. Like this gathering to me was a whole different experience. I kind of was just there, experience to see how it went, and like as a YouTube channel, we were kind of just doing one thing. It kind of was going to happen one way, but it didn't. Right, Strange, or am I?
Yeah, because originally we were doing a paranormal channel. So then we decided we were going to do this channel, and we were like, well, we'll pretty much do whatever content. I mean, Bob's very talented with editing and creative.
Well, I was talking about the gathering video itself.
Oh.
Like when we were there, we were just kind of gonna, it was just gonna be we're at the gathering video or whatever.
Yeah, we were just going to show like everything that was going on there. There was no like rhyme or reason to it, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and then we kind of fell into the interview with Nate.
Yeah, Nate Tape, who is the director of Off Ramp. If you guys have seen that movie, we interviewed him, and he was very, very nice. I stay in contact with that guy to this day, and he's very, very talented. So if you have seen that movie and liked it, or have seen this movie and didn't like it, I'm glad you got to see his work either way. Because I know it was received well by some people and it wasn't received well by some people. And then we also got the interview with Humble. Then we got the interview with Manny.
And that's kind of what I was talking about. Like we were gonna interview people and kind of do it that way, but it didn't end up that way either necessarily, because we didn't really want to bug people or ask them a bunch of silly questions. So like, does that make sense or no?
Yeah, we had those 3 questions, right?
Yeah.
And then it was what was the weirdest thing you've seen at the gathering so far? What was the most beautiful thing you've seen at the gathering what was the most beautiful thing you've seen at the gathering so far? And does your mom know you're here? Or does your wife, or does your husband, or whoever we were talking to? Like Manny, I knew to say his mom. It was just 3 questions. We were just going to ask like whoever, but some people at the gathering are like super psyched to be on camera, and some people definitely do not want to be on camera. And it's hard to gauge, you know, if you're holding a camera, if someone's looking at you because they're approachable and they want you to walk over and be in your video, or if they want you to stay the hell away. So give us a heads up if you're at the gathering for sure.
So I guess the next question is, should we assume that we're not going to see this court hearing?
No, there'd be no reason for it to be open right now. They would just end the stream. That's my guess. From what I'm seeing, it says that they're on the delayed. There's a delay in the break they just took. They're supposed to be on right now. That's what I'm seeing. So maybe we can play something that, I don't know. Let me think.
I'm gonna have to put my nose back to the brimstone, so to say, here in a minute, because I got to get what I'm working on finished.
I know. I have no face to show. I have no sunglasses either.
There's some by the plant in there, I think.
Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. Thing online about the Brian Kohberger suppression hearing and when it's supposed to resume. I'm gonna look right now because I feel bad. Unless you guys are enjoying yourselves hanging out, which you seem to be. Depression. Let's see. Whoa, what? Oh, they're just saying Brian is there. Brian's there right now.
Is he?
Yeah, he's just arriving or something.
Just
I'm
arriving.
I'm reading 3 different things. I'm trying to scan it as fast as possible because I just want dead air on here.
Right. Sorry.
It's okay. Do you
Yeah, I
have
don't
those
know.
shovel videos? Do you have those videos from Shovel? Any videos at all that we can show that is not spoiling anything?
From who? Shovel?
Yeah, he sent us some videos, remember? Maybe you don't have them.
I don't have that.
Okay, sorry. I'm just trying
I
to get
didn't
rid of the
even
dead
know-
air and look at stuff.
I didn't
at
even
the
know he
same
sent
time. I'm
any.
gonna go on mute for a second.
I didn't even know he sent any, but that's cool.
You're watching Strange Suspicion. We'll be right back.
So I'm gonna share what I'm looking at right now rather than try to scan through it and not talk. So if you can stop that screen. What does that mean to stop it? Okay, I got it.
There you go. Sorry.
And then I go to this. And I can, dang it.
Later, Silver Stasher.
Yeah, okay. So let's see. The hearing will consider 12 suppression motions filed by Kohberger's defense. He's facing 4 charges of first-degree murder and felony burglary, the stabbing deaths of the University of Idaho students Maddie Mogan, Kaylee Goncalves, Anna Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin. He's expected to return to the courtroom this week. Okay, so what is going on?
Can you play one of those? Is it an actual video or is it just? Oh,
The one on top here is.
you don't have to
Should I
play
do
it.
that?
When you aspire to a life where vitality and wellness.
Oh, hi, Carly. How are you doing?
She's like, well, when you
Healthy
get paid
living,
to
like you know,
advertising,
like
healthy
skip-
living.
you know.
Judge in the University of Idaho student murder trial will hear defense arguments that DNA evidence should be tossed from the case. John Hupperstead is here to break it all down for us. John, good morning.
Good morning, Bill.
The button's on the
DNA evidence either.
video itself on YouTube. If that's what you're trying to do.
Evidence collected by police to be tossed out as well. But that DNA is obviously key evidence here. Kohberger's attorneys say police illegally obtained his DNA through genetic genealogy, and they believe that's a violation of Kohberger's Fourth Amendment rights. Prosecutors say there's nothing unconstitutional about using that type of evidence. Genetic genealogy is a relatively new way for police to build the family tree of a suspect by comparing DNA found at a crime scene to public databases filed with voluntarily submitted DNA from people trying to learn about their ancestry. Many of us have done this. His defense is arguing that search warrants were also overly broad here, notably during the searches of electronic devices like Kohberger's phone, laptop, and online accounts. Prosecutors say that evidence puts Kohberger in the vicinity of the victim's house a dozen times leading up to those murders. Kohberger charged with murder in the deaths of 4 University of Idaho students just over 2 years ago. His defense team will make those arguments over a 2-day period in court in Boise, Idaho, and that starts in just about a half an hour. We're going to monitor it. We'll bring you the very latest as we get it, guys.
Okay. So from what I'm seeing, oh crap. Hold on a second, I'm sorry. From what I'm seeing, They just said that he was to be put in the vicinity for that evidence 12 different times that evening. So is Brian an Uber driver? You're muted, babe.
That I don't know if that was ever proven or not. So yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, that's true. Honestly, because if they're saying 12 different, did they say 12 times that evening? So that would mean he would have to come and go 12 times to their specific address. And they said the vicinity, not the address. So meaning like maybe they had an open Wi-Fi signal and he was looking for an open Wi-Fi signal.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's the case either. Too bad.
When I don't know, when I was going to college, I needed open Wi-Fi signals all the time. But I mean, at the same time, if you're an Uber driver and you're using data, you can bump off the same thing, couldn't you?
Yeah, I think even if you leave your like Wi-Fi on and drive around or whatever, you're still like hooking up to different things or whatever, you know, like whatever, you know what I mean?
I do.
And from what I know from like of the like cell towers in the area at that time, there was only like one or two. So and they bounce back and forth from signals. But if it's Wi-Fi, is something different than actual, you know, cell phone signal. So I don't know what they're talking about exactly. Was it Wi-Fi?
I believe they were talking about the Wi-Fi signal. Yeah, I was just looking at the chat. Sorry, Dill's in here.
Well, yeah, like I was telling you the other day, like you can. I know somebody like a couple of years ago that hooked up to someone else's vacuum. Like they lived like in a duplex building or whatever. And
they like hacked into it.
They didn't even hack into it. They just turned on their Wi-Fi and it was open. It wasn't locked or anything, and he just took control of it. Basically, turned it on. And I heard it turn on. I was like, "Holy shit, dude!" But,
all they did was just click on
it. Yeah, but I think when like if you're driving around and your Wi-Fi is on, you're just like hooking up to anything open. So I'm probably wrong, but I don't know. I think you have to like actually select it. So I don't know the whole.
But I think the point I was trying to make though, what do you think about this? Is that they said 12 times. So like, do you think that he would come and go 12 times, or that he was just in the area?
Right, that's the question.
And if he was just in the area, how many people live in that area? Like in a block radius right there.
Right, with open Wi-Fi or some
those
kind of
apartment
Wi-Fi
buildings
signal.
right next door.
Right.
You know what I mean? Wasn't there like 200 apartments there or something right next door?
Yep.
So like if he was in the vicinity, he could be in any one of those apartments. He could be driving around. He could be at a restaurant. He could be at the library studying since he was getting his PhD. I just think it's very, very strange. You know what I mean? It's just all these things are very coincidental and nothing so specific that it would, you know?
I do.
Incriminate him in a way that he would have to be in prison for the last 2 years. I mean, not prison, but jail for the last 2 years and lose out on like an income that he could have already had at this point from getting his PhD. It's probably
and that's another question too. If he's found not guilty or they use this evidence that, you know, frees him or makes him not the suspect or whatever, will he sue? Will he be reimbursed for any of that? Like that, you know, I'm sure something will happen.
I mean, his name is tarnished forever. You know what I mean? Like whether or not he's found guilty. His name is Brian Kohberger. So in the same way that there's justice in any trial and sometimes there's not justice in a trial, somebody will be imprisoned or not imprisoned. If you're not imprisoned and found not guilty, that doesn't mean that society's going to believe the same thing, like a future employer. So whoever would decide to take Brian on, if you were to be found not guilty as an employee at their company on their payroll, they would have to chance that he's not going to get angry and commit multiple homicides in 10 minutes, you know? Because whether a jury thinks he's guilty or not guilty, that doesn't mean, I mean, in the back of your mind, you might feel like this guy might have killed 4 people.
Right.
He could have to change his name, his identity, but you can clearly see he has very dominant features on his face. It's not going to be an easy thing. I just hope that if he did it, that he's put away, and if he didn't, that he can have some kind of peace in his life, right?
I mean, not every murder is like this though. It's just so small towny college crappy written. I don't know, man. I don't want to state what I believe too much because no one really cares, but they're covering it for somebody, for some college boy. I mean, I'm not stupid. Like, I don't know. That's my opinion. Purely speculation.
Rock Chalk says, for someone in jail, he looks good. His parents quiet and travel world to unalive. If my theory is right, he's getting his government paycheck. He's working, never seen his jail cell. Oh yeah, because she thinks he's CIA, right? Oh yeah, and then the 60 federal agents before BK moved there. Yeah, they put these agents in place very soon before this occurred. It could be a psyop. I mean, they're really hanging on to it for like 2 years, this case. They're not even, he hasn't even said a word. Like,
yeah,
the guy has not said one word.
Yeah, I would like to hear some kind of something.
I wonder his voice. Not in a body cam video, you know?
Right. I'm sure he's probably writing a book.
Oh, for sure. Sure, he's getting all those bump notes.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know about all that, but I'm sure he's probably written his side of the story. I don't know. It's like, besides the, like, I was hiking at some park or whatever that no one can pronounce really. Like,
yeah,
that's all we really know from his side of the story. Like, so, I mean,
that's crazy.
I'm not saying that that's not true. I would like to hear more about it. I would like to see maybe he has a video of him that night or pictures of that night or some kind of social media posts from that night that he did that can prove it. But you know what I mean? Who knows?
But Cyborg, I mean, not Cyborg, I think it was Rock Chalk was pointing out that he could have also been he could have been picking up on people's hotspots. He could have been,
yeah,
you know, if you're with me and you can't get a signal or you don't have data or whatever, you can go onto my hotspot. So he could have been with somebody.
And that's not, obviously it's not saying
maybe he picked somebody up from the house.
You know, if he's just some kid.
That's why I was saying maybe he was an Uber driver at night. Maybe that was his nighttime. Like, maybe I had a few jobs going through college. I had more than one job. And maybe at night, that's how he made money. He did Uber, and he kept going over towards the apartment building 12 times that's next door, picking up random people. It's a kind of a small place, you know? Imagine doing DoorDash or something there, and it's like you're just driving around the same streets the whole time. Like, it's only so many streets in Moscow, Idaho, where they're going to be delivering to or Ubering from. And from Washington, from Pullman to Moscow, from Moscow to Pullman for parties. If they're smart and they don't want to drive drunk, they would be Ubering.
Maybe he was a drug dealer.
Yeah.
Because wasn't okay.
That's
Idaho,
possible.
like now, listen to this. Now, Idaho weed wasn't legal, but it's legal in Washington, right, or whatever, or where.
I believe so. Rock knows. Rock, is it legal in Washington? Yeah, because she said if she wanted to go to the trial, she would go to Washington.
So
It's
maybe he
legal
was
there.
like, maybe he was just like picking up vapes and selling them to fucking college kids or some shit. Maybe it wasn't as deep as fentanyl or whatever
Right?
they were saying it was, meth or whatever the hell. You know,
He was just
maybe,
going to the dispensary, picking up weed vapes.
right? Maybe he was just some low level dude. I don't know. I've never really
You
thought of
never
it that way.
know. You never know. It could be anything.
Right. Maybe he did
Anything
kill
at
him.
all.
And he's, right. Maybe he did kill him and he's trying to get away with it. I have no clue. Like from what I see though, it was a terrible.
What if he was a
terribly,
drug dealer? What if he was a drug dealer, right? And they died because of what they got from him. And so they tried to stage a whole bunch of them. Tried to stage that that's not what it was. But then when they did the toxicology, they said there was nothing of that in their system, nothing like that.
Yeah, they said
right?
there was weed.
And they said only one of them had alcohol, and that's a bunch of baloney because we saw on the food truck video, the grub truck video, right? We saw
They're
that.
both.
Yeah, but Maddie was very intoxicated. I thought Kaylee looked like it too, but Maddie looked very intoxicated. And from what they were saying, Ethan got in some frat party fight. So I'm sure he was drunk too. I can hear me echoing in your.
Yeah, it went really weird. I'm gonna have to reset.
Okay. So Bob is resetting. Let me recheck this stream here. Present. I'm getting this right here. Yeah, still waiting. Was married to a federal marshal. A lot under his shit goes on for years. Yeah, I know. They set it up for a really long time so that it'll go smoothly. I did too. I thought there was a guy in a jersey at the grub truck. He was like a younger guy and he had like brown hair. I thought he had like either placed something in Maddie's mouth or yeah, I think it was Maddie's mouth. And I was like, what is that? And then he kind of did this like sleeping motion next to his ear, like Maddie's about to fall asleep. And then she just seemed like really like all over the place. You should let them see your face.
What?
Can't see you. You. They haven't seen a face the whole time.
Yeah, they have a couple different times.
There you go. Yeah, the guy gave Maddie something. Yeah. And was he wearing a jersey, I believe? The guy that you're talking about, Rock? I did see that. There's a lot of things that I thought were very strange. Like the people hanging out in the back at the grub truck, like against like the wall. Like, were they on a line for Uber or were they just...
I think they were all eating their food. I think there was like a... Huh?
Or I was gonna say, were they waiting for eating? Like, was there like a wait time on their order and they're just hanging in the back?
I think some people were actually doing that, and some people were sitting back there like eating their food. I think also.
Yeah, but I noticed like quite a few of them like just hanging in the back, like waiting. It felt like, you know how when you're in I guess Glenn Hall's not here. So when you're observing things like a fraternity or like a Masonic ceremony, right? Things are done a certain way and they're observed a certain way, and certain people need to be present for that, for like confirmation that certain things are going on. So that's why I thought it might have been like a little suspect. There were a lot of people hanging in the back, but at the same time, you have to consider that at the grub truck, you're ordering like, say, a burger, right? Well, they're not just going to hand you a burger. They have to make your burger, right?
Yeah, it's gonna take a minute. Those guys weren't very fast. Like you see the video, they're all like talking and shooting the shit all weird too. Like, not saying anything about them, but not saying they're guilty or anything, but just saying they were pretty slow and just shooting the shit.
Fried mac and cheese. Yeah, that's what they were ordering. Right, Rock? Can you go check on your Bobby Biscuits downstairs? Oh no, we weren't looking at Brian Cyborg. What we were doing was I guess we were just talking about Brian because we watched this video just when you had left for a little bit. We watched this video that had some details of the stuff that we didn't see today in the hearing, and they were basically saying that they have evidence that put Brian in the area of the homicides 12 times. So we were considering the fact that possibly he was an Uber driver or a door dasher at night. You know, getting your PhD, you might have to like work at night and such. So we're basically talking about like he could ping off places, he could be on people's personal hotspots, he could be catching certain things, he could be going next door to pick people up from the apartment building. Bob suggested he could have been a drug dealer. And I said, well, if he was a drug dealer and it was something bad, maybe there was an overdose and they tried to stage something and they thought because Brian was getting his PhD that he could help with that. But as Bob pointed out earlier, if he's so careful and always wearing gloves and he's so germophobic, I don't see why he wouldn't have been wearing gloves when he was handling anything. Like
He wouldn't have used his own knife or his dad's knife or his grandfather's knife.
Yeah, Bob's saying he wouldn't have used his dad's knife or his grandfather. He would have used, I would have used like, I mean, I would never do this, but if I were guilty of this, if someone were guilty of this, they would probably use like a fraternity's knife or like something that a lot of people's hands have touched. They wouldn't leave their own family's DNA on the, it's just going to be on the stream. Hang on a second, guys. Bob's pouring pop, and I didn't want that on the stream. So, yeah. So basically, there are a lot of things that I could consider when they say that there are 12 instances of him being there, and one of them being what I just said, which was if he was a PhD student, he would have worn his gloves. He wouldn't have left his DNA. He wouldn't have used his family heirloom knife or whatever. There would be no trace of Brian Kohberger. That's my opinion. So I don't even know about him leaving his Wi-Fi open. I don't know about saying any of this would be a setup to Brian, but there's got to be something at this point, in my opinion, that links Brian Kohberger to what happened to these people. And I could be wrong. But it is just my opinion. I'm looking in the chat. I'm also watching to see if this stream... Nothing yet. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Cyborg's saying this is a god-awful photo of Maddie holding up a very large machete. Or there is a god-awful photo of Maddie holding up a very large machete. Ethan and Xana in the background. Oh yeah, you know, I have seen that picture, but I've also seen a picture, the same picture, that same picture you're talking about. I've seen Maddie holding it, I've seen Dylan holding it, I've seen Xana holding it, and I've seen Kaylee holding it. And you weren't here before, Cyborg, but we did have a visitor in the chat. who I don't know is behind any of that, but is that kind of person that, you know, in this case, being that it's been around for 2 years, there are a lot of people trying to fabricate things. So just as the picture you're talking about where you saw Maddie, some people saw Kaylee, some people saw Xana. There's a lot of compromised things, which is why I believe we're getting this screen, which now says this portion of the hearing is closed. I'm going to check and see how many people are hanging on to that stream. Because again, like I said to Bob, they would just drop the stream if none of it's going to be public. So let's see what they got going on here. They have 417 people currently watching. Duct tape fingers right now. Okay, she's saying Maddie slept with a knife. Okay, so you guys are in agreement that you believe Maddie's form of protection, her knife, was probably somewhere near her bed.
So what if Brian Kohberger gave them the knife?
For protection. Well, that's okay. So let's go with that. What if Brian Kohberger gave them a ride home and he heard them talking and they were worried that something was going to happen? I mean, there was a moment at the grub truck that stood out to me where Maddie was laughing and looking at her phone and sending like selfies of her and Maddie. So I don't know if something was going on at home and she didn't take it seriously. And then at the point when they finally were almost home, they were starting to be concerned and someone gave them something for protection, which very well could have been Brian Kohberger. Being that he lived in Pullman, he could have a job like a Uber or ride share or some kind of college voluntary thing you can do for drunk drivers or whoever needs a ride.
Yeah.
No, you're good, Rock. You can go ahead and chat as much as you want. Yeah. So what are you guys thinking about this delay here in this?
Why? That's what I'm thinking. Why have they?
Because since 10:45, we have been in wait and it's like 1:30. So I'm going to say we're going to give this a little bit longer. Is there anything that we can put on the screen besides this? Because that is not interesting anymore. Let's see. Yeah, okay. It is interesting, though, that when I'm looking in chat, I think I'm seeing 1, 2, 3 definite time zone differences. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I'm not sure where spoken realness is. So I don't know.
Yeah, I might have to call this one because I thought it was going to come on too. I knew there was I'm not sure if this whole thing was private and we're just sitting here like a couple of clowns.
Bozos.
Right.
Yeah, but we got some stuff. And, let me just put this live stream thing on the bottom. Dilho's listening. Spoken Realness is in here. Rock Chalk is in here. Cyborg is in here. Fudge is in here. There's a bunch of people still in here. But let me just tell you guys again, just to refresh your memory, right? So we are going to be live at some point this weekend with an announcement and with some cool content too. And it'll probably be reaction stuff. So if you want to send us a link to anything you'd like us to react to, we'll be doing that live. So we're not going to even look at the link that you send us other than just to make sure it's not like pornographic or anything. But we do have Instagram, so you can send me the links on Instagram, or you can email me links to react to on our strangelysuspicious@gmail.com. But at some point, Friday or Saturday, we will have a live. We're going to try to make sure it doesn't interfere with Humble or Don Chaos or Precious or anybody that we support as a creator. So once we figure out when that live will be, that's what we're going to be doing this weekend. And then on Monday, what you're seeing at the bottom of the screen, excuse me, that will be, the winner will be announced on Monday's live stream for the contest that you're seeing at the bottom. So just to reiterate that, and to once again, thank you guys all for sharing all the videos that you like. Please make sure you're commenting under them, you're liking them, and that you have your notification bell set to all, because a lot of people are telling me that they don't. But I think that we are probably going to just not wait anymore for this, and we will see you this weekend. And much love to all of you. As Army Doc says, please spread love and positivity, and we will see you at some point this weekend. Thank you all for being here. Bob?
Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate you. Wish it could have turned out a little bit different there. I wanted to watch some of that and figure it out, but we'll have to keep our eyes peeled on that, I guess. See you guys.